Broadcasting live from the Business RadioX studios in Oahu, Hawaii, it's time for Oahu Business Radio. Now, here's your host.
Welcome to Oahu Business Radio. I'm Lee Cantor, and I'm hosting this show today. And I'd like to welcome all of our listeners to Oahu Business Radio. This is the inaugural episode. And before we really get into the heart of this, I'd like to share a little bit about our mission and what we do at Business RadioX in the studios that we're running all around the country. Business RadioX's mission is to tell the stories of business that traditional media doesn't tell. We like to spotlight and support and celebrate the work of the small to mid-sized business owner and just let them share their story in a safe way in order to tell the story about the good work they're doing to serve their clients, to serve their profession, and serve their community. And what we found for doing this for over 10 years now is that these stories are important, that these small to mid-sized business owners are the lifeblood of their communities. They're the ones who are volunteering at the schools. They're the ones who are donating funds for the community center. They're the ones that are doing a lot of that hard work behind the scenes, and they don't get appreciated and they don't get enough credit for the sacrifices that they're making in order to do the work they're doing. So we want to be that place that tells those stories, that shares those stories about those folks that are sacrificing a lot and they are really serving their community by doing the work that they do. And in order to do that in Oahu, we have partnered with a couple of folks, Sam Harrell and Joe Wilson, and they're the ones who are going to be launching Oahu Business RadioX. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Well, tell us about why it was important for you to put a Business RadioX studio in Oahu. What's happening in Oahu that we should know about, and what is your mission with Business RadioX in there?
Hello, everyone. This is Joe. I'm locally here in Hawaii on the North Shore, and Oahu Business RadioX is a digital broadcast. It's a podcast platform. It specializes in helping local business leaders in Hawaii to get the word out about the important work that we are doing to serve the market and also our community and their profession. As implied by name, our primary focus is on the businesses, virtually all the types, regardless of the industry: food, services, and travel, tourism, hospitality, legal, financial services, etc. We also support all the nonprofit organizations that are focused on education, youth development, and entertainment, social services, and other human interest and community-based initiatives. As stated before, our focus is on businesses, especially all of them in Hawaii and all the islands. Our mantra is some media leans left, some media leans right. We lean business in Hawaii. In other words, we will recognize all that organizations have a business component to them. We avoid politics and religion. We focus solely on businesses.
Now, when you're going about launching this in Hawaii, why is now the right time to do this?
Well, aside from the COVID-19 pandemic, which has had a tremendous impact on economies everywhere around the world, but especially we feel these here in America, in our land, there are several reasons why we chose Hawaii to launch Oahu Business Radio. It might surprise you that not all of these reasons are business related. In some cases, the reasons are personal. Others are based on our love for Hawaii and our personal desire to help local businesses recover resulting from COVID-19 and to grow beyond that. And all of these reasons represent the motivation behind our commitment to help businesses of the state of this beautiful state, island state of Hawaii. Excuse me. Now, on a personal note, Joe, a good friend of mine, we've known each other now for a little over a decade, was one of the owners and senior partners of Business RadioX, lives on the North Shore there in here in Oahu. His son, Liam Wilson, is also a Samoan surfer who has ambitions to compete with the upcoming 21st century, 2021, Summer Olympics. Now, Joe has long represented himself to be someone who is concerned about the well-being of Hawaiian people and his culture. The ohana, as the people refer to it there, as family. Joe is also a stakeholder of FacilityAXS.net, an online business directory that Joe and I own, which offers local businesses additional channels through which they can promote the goods and services throughout the world. Another reason is that Joe also is heavily engaged in supporting local nonprofits in Hawaii, as he mentioned earlier. And I have partnered with Joe for the past 15 years because we both see the need to get engaged in similar activities and to completely support the Hawaiian people, especially as we observe the people trying to get back to a level of normalcy, if you will, as a result of this COVID-19. So fundamentally, those are the reasons why we decided that Hawaii, and especially here at Oahu, was the best place for us to start this initiative.
Now, I know the name says business on it. Is the primary focus a certain kind of business, or is it all kinds of business?
Yes, it's going to be focused on all the businesses, all the small, medium, big businesses here in Hawaii. We will focus on every single business here. And that's the exciting part of it. I could walk into a small shop out there in Haleiwa and introduce everything that they are about. And then I could walk into the big businesses and also introduce their primary resources of what they offer to our communities. And so our mantra is really some media lean left and some media leans right. We lean on all the businesses in Hawaii. In other words, we recognize all the organizations, especially the nonprofits and other organizations that are available to our community. We avoid all political and religious subject matters. We focus solely on the businesses.
So now how can a local business participate in Oahu Business Radio?
Well, we pride ourselves in making our platform available to help businesses make money, which is really what businesses are in business for, which is what we do. So we offer all businesses locally and otherwise the opportunity to become guest speakers on our shows. Typically speaking, these guest speakers are not persons who pay for that opportunity to speak, to share their stories, but they share those stories that are hosted by others. Then we offer them the opportunity to host their own series of shows on a regular basis, inviting guest speakers to share their respective stories. And also we have the opportunity for businesses and industry leaders to sponsor hosted shows that are produced by the persons that they want to sponsor and support. So these are the things that are available to anyone, any business, or persons, community leaders who might want to participate in sharing their stories on Oahu Business Radio.
Now, are there opportunities for some founding sponsors or businesses that want to financially support this effort?
Yes, there are. In fact, one of the things that we pride ourselves in is we look for industry leaders. For example, let's take someone maybe that's in the hotel industry. They want to talk about their particular hotels. Perhaps there's the hotel association will be an interested party who want to sponsor a particular show. And there's one other thing I want to add to that is whenever someone wants to host a show or have their own series of shows, they actually have their own website, if you will, a page that enables them to post all of their collective shows in one spot. So they can link those things to their existing websites. And all these things are possible. In addition to that, when you think about producing podcasts, as it were, these podcasts through our system are distributed throughout the world, wherever there's a podcast application or platform that exists out there. So it'll go to Apple and all the other Google Play Store, all these other podcast platforms that are out there. So when someone speaks in Hawaii about their story and they want to share that story, it gets distributed everywhere.
Now, if somebody wants to learn more, have a more substantive conversation with you or anybody on your team, what are the coordinates?
Well, go ahead, Sam.
Well, I was going to say a bit about that as well. Well, one of the great benefits we have is that there's more than one outlet for or opportunity for people to contact us. One is our wahoobusinessradio.com, or they can contact Joe via phone number here locally in Hawaii, or they can use his email address at joe@wahoobusinessradio.com. And we also have access via our online business directory, again, at FacilityAXS.net, where we currently have over 24,000 businesses listed from around the world. And I think this is an important thing because we want people from outside of Hawaii to be drawn back to Hawaii to see the benefits of coming here and seeing what it is that we have to offer and enjoy the existing paradisaic conditions that exist.
Now, before we wrap, can you share why it's so important to you both to serve this underserved market of small to mid-sized business owners? Like both of you have been involved serving this group for a long time. Why is that group so close to your heart?
Joe, you want to take that first?
Yeah, I feel like it's important to hear the voices of these businesses here in Hawaii, among those who visit, among those who live here, and also just to know that the generations of businesses are deep-rooted in generations to come as well. And so I'm excited to be part of this voice to give back to our people in Hawaii and to let them know that we could share this platform among each other and to reach the audience and to reach their hearts as well, and that they will be able to enjoy the spirit of aloha, which is to bring our businesses back strong and bring our families together much stronger and during these hard times. But most of all, being able to have a place that is a home for them in all businesses.
I couldn't have really said it better, frankly, as far as my contribution to small businesses. I've been in business myself now for probably 25, 30 years. And as a small business person, I've had my successes, I've had my failures, and I count them all as a contributing factor to my bag of understanding about business. And bringing that experience, it helped me to see that among the things that many small businesses don't have is including access to resources that enable them to improve themselves, to take their business to the place where they envision them they can go. And that's another reason why we believe that the Oahu Business Radio program, this initiative we've gotten ourselves involved with, is one that will help us to accomplish that and help those small businesses to achieve a level of success that benefit them and bring, as Joe mentioned, bring back that response that the Hawaiian people need and also attract people from around the world to come here and enjoy what's available via these small businesses.
Well, congratulations to both of you. We look forward to your success. Once again, the website to either kind of sign up and become a guest is oahubusinessradio.com. You can also listen to the programming from that site as well, oahubusinessradio.com. Please contact Joe and Sam and let them know that you have a story you'd like to share, and they'll make it happen. And if you are interested in becoming a founding sponsor and really investing in the community to help share these important stories and help us do the work that we're trying to do in Oahu and around the country, please let them know and they'll make that happen as well. All right. Thank you both again for the work that you're doing. It's important and we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well. We appreciate this.
All right, this is Lee Cantor. We will see you all next time on Oahu Business Radio.